sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Soldier Field. This field in at about the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the former Buckeye, their rookie quarterback out of Ohio State.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, his team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 10.
Back to throw. Moving to his right. He'll try to run for it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Going right, it's taken in, and they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll look to throw. Taking off. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's his third touchdown catch this year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Next to score, Bears 7, Ravens nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time and taking the snaps. Quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
You look back on the game prior to the bye week, Mike, and I think that win is critical. Nobody wants to go into the bye week off of a loss. It just changes the energy in the building. Everyone starts questioning everything you're doing. You going on a win. Everyone takes a deep breath. You're very honest about what you need to continue to improve on coming out of the bye, and we'll find out in this one whether they made those corrections.
Right back to him on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 10 at the Bears' 37-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He runs with it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And I'll tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal. Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Second down, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he'll run. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bears first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Third down and 3.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now third down and 3.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Bone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get about 5. From the 20, here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Don't need much. It is third and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's now second and 10.
Handoff here, up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A 2-yard loss brings
And
up
after that
third
negative
down.
run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass.
As a rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So after one, 7-3 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. The Bears call out their field goal team. This a 42-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Bears go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their second possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the 33, here's second and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Now he takes off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
Drive will start on the ground, and he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
Defensive lane just shy of midfield. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll stick with him again, and he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 1.
Dropping this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Bears first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on third and a yard.
The 47-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's a run up the gut. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground, inside the 40, a gain of 8. Ball on the 39. Here's second and a couple. Now, faking the give. He takes off. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He gave one defender the runaround there on his way to picking up 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Now a give up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
Here's a third down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. And it'll bring up third down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. They go play action with Cousins. A throw on the move is caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up second and 2.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and 1.
Man in motion, heading right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Needs to get to the 35. I'm not sure he got there. Defense thinks he is short, and he is. It is fourth down.
That's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a fourth down.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
36-yard line.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. First and 10 now from the 36. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going up top. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Play action now. It's Cousins. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 11.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, it's been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 13.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Thrown left side. The catch is timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. It's fourth down looming. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. The dangers of throwing when you are backed up. Quarterback trying to keep it alive and make a play. Instead, they bring him down, and it'll cost them 2 points.
I understand what the quarterback's trying to do here, Mike. He's trying to keep the play alive and buy some time for his receivers to work to get open. But backed up this close to his end zone, he's got to get rid of that ball because, as we just saw, the defense took him down for 2 points.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. Well, they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw yet again. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
He'll throw here on 3rd. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. Take this in back at the 16. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It's week 9 of the regular season, basically the halfway point of the year. So let's get into it. Here are the highlights. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin with a good battle in the AFC East. And this is the home team's quarterback He's going to find his man, and he did plenty of that. One of 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Thunderbirds win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons as they host the New York Jets. And it's the Falcons quarterback. He pulls it, and now he's thinking first down. Now he's thinking touchdown. 31 yards on the scramble for the score. The Falcons move back to within a game of 500 at 4-5 with this win. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is the man quarterbacking the G-Men. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Giants get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
That is caught right side by Beckler. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try the right side this time. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Ravens bring their punt team out. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Bears offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. One broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. Look, great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. off the play fake. Here's Cousins. He'll let one go down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. One of the tight ends in motion right. Up the middle they go. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. They'll motion the tight end right.
And it's third down.
Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on third and short.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Now the return. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
2nd and 10.
They'll throw out of the gun. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
2-yard pickup makes it third and
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Florida. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through, and the Bears will extend his third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but
this pressure is relentless. They get him again.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Cousins. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And we'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now, faking the give. A throw on the move is caught. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
We're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now they'll run on the draw. Bears are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Bears. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The extra point is up and through. And the Bears are going to extend their lead.
Ravens 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10. Cousins. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's good.
A gain there of 20. First down, Baltimore.
At the 47-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Bears' 40.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, Mike, this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Cousins to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
No give on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, This certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of his...
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, like, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. Cousins gonna throw. This one, batted away. It's incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Play action now. It's Cousins. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now, Cousins. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have the Ravens first down with ease. They wind up getting 9 on that 4th and 5. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards.
The 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 5. Cousins now. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. Third and 5.
Brings up third and 5.
Here's Cousins. This one into the hands of Beckham. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll go with the sneak. He's going to have a Ravens first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. Throwing now, Cousins. And good work defensively to slow him up before he could get free. He's ushered out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Second down, Cousins. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. From the shotgun. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the fourth quarter.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Throwing his Cousins. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed. as they have the advantage here in the fourth. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick with him again. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
It's 3rd and 1.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up 4th down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get it in the end zone, and this drive will begin with first down. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Now, Cousins. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.